Here's your first look at the fall 2025 SoCal Gambler vehicle.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
Napoleon, like anyone can even know that.
Hello my friends, welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Well, I sold the Escort ZX2 actually about a day or two after we finished the Spring Gambler, and sold it for a little bit more than I paid for it. Basically paid for the repairs I did to it and maybe even paid for the registration, and had some money burning a hole in the pocket. Polly and I have been doing this the last couple of them. Bought the Explorer, bought the Escort. Of course, he wasn't able to make it for the Escort, but we saw this Subaru Forester 2005 advertised for what we sold the Escort for. Well, actually it was a little bit more, but we ended up paying exactly what we sold the Escort for this Forester. Now, part of the deal was that this thing had a blown up engine in it, but it did include a good used engine. And Paulie told me he'd never changed out an engine in a vehicle before. So this is what we got. Let's take a look at it. This is the replacement engine. This thing is already done. I did not make a YouTube video of changing this engine out, but I think I have some pictures and maybe some short videos that I will include in here.
I'd never worked on a
Subaru
Subaru
really
before.
well. Polly had never done an engine swap, and we very easily did this. Now, it wasn't just drop in the new engine. Had to pretty much take everything off the old one and put it on here. And I'll show you the old engine in a little bit, but we'll do a quick walk around. Car's in pretty good shape. Got a lot of fading on the plasticky stuff here. This front bumper looks like it might be misaligned, missing some stuff, some hardware. We're talking about possibly doing a bed liner on all the plastic. Got a couple little dingers here and there. Came with the roof rack. That pretty much sold us. It is a Forester X, I believe. I think that's the lowest model. Got some like anime stuff going on with it from the previous owner, which we're trying to decide if we're going to leave it or take it off. And the interior's in pretty good shape. Got 155,000 miles. It smells good in here. Doesn't smell like a two-pack-a-day habit like the last couple vehicles we bought. Already has a nice aftermarket stereo installed. I've already picked up a couple accessories for it. These little Harbor Freight quick fists, I believe they call them. Nicer than the hose clamp deal. And I picked up a little shackle, which hopefully we won't need.
This is the first all-wheel drive vehicle I've had for a gambler, so it'll be like cheating. After driving the front-wheel drive Ford Escort the last time, I'm definitely going to be happy. So, let's go take a look at the old engine.
There it is in all its glory. We even included an engine stand for us. That was nice. So as you can see, had to pretty much remove everything off of the replacement engine. Even the accessories were different. The power steering pump, alternator, air conditioning pump, they were all different. And also had to take the whole front of the replacement engine off because it had a different system for the crank sensor and the cam sensor. So I had to pull this front pulley off. Change out this gear set for the crank sensor and for the cam sensor. That was different back here too. And in doing that, I found out why this engine failed. It has another one of these idler pulleys like this. It's supposed to go right here. The bearing in that failed and caused it to get all sloppy. It's then caused the timing belt to slip, and it bent valves on all 4 cylinders. So it's likely that the short block itself is good on this, but we have bent valves in 4 cylinders. I don't know how many. Maybe somewhere down the road I'll pull these cylinder heads off and see if they're easy to replace, repair, maybe build this up as a usable long block at that point.
Other than that, it runs good, drives good. I've driven it around the neighborhood. It shifts through all the gears, brakes work good, air conditioning works, heater works, cruise control works.
But we do need to get a driving permit to get this thing out on the highway.
It's currently non-op, so we need to get it out on the highway in order to get the drive cycles complete and clear up the OBD2 sensors so it's ready to pass smog.
But once we get that done, we can get it registered, and then, like I said, maybe a lift kit, maybe put the truck bed liner on here, maybe don't, put some lights on it. But it's going to be fun, I think. And working on this, I learned a lot. Running smooth, no surge, no smoke. Didn't notice any oil leaks. I checked the charging system. It's definitely charging. The coolant, I added a cup or two. So stay tuned here. We might have some more Subaru content if we do a lift kit or some stuff on this. And of course it will be in the Fall Gambler, which I believe is in November this year. So we'll see how she does for that. And you know, if you're in the SoCal area or even a couple 100 miles away, come on out. It'd be cool to see some YouTube folks out there. But in the meantime, if you're liking my content, give me a thumbs up, leave some comments down below. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure and do some gambling. Adios.